Look around. What's the point of chasing wealth when the system just pulls you back? You pour your time, energy, money into deals, ventures, investments, expecting growth, impact, change, but you end up tangled in bureaucracy, empty promises, shallow returns, and worst of all, a gnawing feeling that none of this is really built to help you or your community get ahead. It's crushing. You grind harder, but the gap grows wider. The old models eat your potential like a black hole, and despite all the noise about impact, most of it is just noise. Here's what nobody tells you. Traditional wealth is dying. The big funds, the giant corporations, the usual rounds, they serve their interests, not yours. They don't create real change. They don't build real value. They just recycle power. You're stuck playing by their rules, and it's exhausting. You see the problem clear as day, yet the solutions feel out of reach, because it's not about tweaking the existing machine. It's about flipping it entirely. Community investments? That's the real future. Not some vague buzzword or charity model. Real, hard, focused community investing is where power and profit collide on your terms. Think about this. When you put money directly into local projects, into founders from the neighborhoods, into businesses that feed people, create jobs, clean water, education, green energy, you don't just multiply returns, you multiply purpose. You multiply real impact that money alone can't buy in usual markets. And here's where it gets better. Community investments create a feedback loop nobody else can hack. You invest, the community grows, that growth powers new ideas and new investments. Then it spins faster, stronger, freer. But most founders and investors freeze here because they don't know how to break in or scale this model. Here's the brutal truth. You need to stop waiting for permission. Stop hoping for perfect conditions or fancy endorsements. The future belongs to people who carve their own paths with what they have. Connect with others who think big but act local, and focus relentlessly on measurable, tangible outcomes. That means no distractions, no ego, no shiny reports. What counts is who's feeding the families, creating real jobs, deploying capital into projects with skin in the game, not just nice words on paper. You need to go beyond just funding. You must become part of a network, a system where founders, investors, operators aren't scattered, competing for scraps, but linked up, sharing insight, vetting deals rigorously, pushing each other to hit benchmarks nobody else demands. This is how you build trust on a level that banks and big funds can't touch because they don't own the local soil and the community relationships. Their model is built for distance, for anonymity. Yours can't be. You must get close, get involved, know deeply what changes lives and what just looks good on paper. So here's the action. Start mapping out your local ecosystems now. Find the founders with a track record of surviving impossible conditions, not just the brightest resumes. Look for investors who are ready to roll up their sleeves and accept messy, imperfect growth with sharp eyes on real metrics like jobs created, local wealth retention, impact on supply chains. Pool your knowledge. Set expectations brutally up front. Demand accountability, like it's a non-negotiable survival skill. Stop thinking of community investments as charity. Think of them as the most disruptive, powerful investment opportunity away from the crowded venture capital stage. This is where innovation meets resilience. They need your capital and your strategic brain more than you think. If you want to be part of actual change and actual wealth, start by taking radical ownership of your local network, radically vetting what you invest in, and pushing back hard on anything that looks like just another slick pitch. You have to recognize this. Community investing isn't for comfort. It's hard, it's slow, it's full of unexpected challenges, but the payoff? Real wealth. Not just money, but influence, respect, the kind of legacy that lasts beyond spreadsheets and quarterly reports. That's what changes everything. That's what will pull you out of this dead-end loop the old guard keeps selling. So don't wait. You're never going to get a seat at their table because their table wasn't built for you. Build your own. Connect with the few people who get it, who want to do the hard work with you. Push beyond the limits of the usual investing playbook. Start now. Invest where it counts. Invest where you live. Invest in the people who will change the future, one community at a time. No more excuses, no more waiting for signals from the top. Take the leap and watch the chain reaction begin. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.